Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Well, this defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's Hurts to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's doing it right now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone. I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
19 tight.
Throwing is Hurts. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're avoiding giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
And I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hall again on second down. Fights through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
The slot man in motion right. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second down and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Hall again on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Hall. To about the 35, second down. The Jets at 15-1 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Hall again on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And
he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Hard throw, incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Hall again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. John Franklin Myers, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. All again on 2nd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Straight ahead is Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Wilson's got it complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Jones keeps it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Hall on a give up the middle. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Eagles have recovered.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Following the pickup at 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. But time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
York offense taking over for their next possession. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. All again on 2nd down. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right, took it straight into the backfield, and made the tackle for a loss.